Hello, welcome to Healthy Tips with Coach K from Shape My Body Fitness International. I am Coach K. I am a certified nutrition coach with the National Academy of Sports Medicine. This is episode number 3. We are going to be talking today about belly fat and yummy African food. Do you have to give up your yummy African food in order to lose that belly fat? Or in order to get your 6-pack for the summer? What do you have to do? Do you have to give it up? Can you still lose that belly fat on African food? That's a question that I will be answering today. But first, hit the subscribe button for me. Go ahead and hit so you see subscribe right there. Okay, hit that, because every time I post a video, you will get a notification and you will know exactly what I'm talking about. There's a lot to talk about, and I want to give you all the information, all the secrets of losing weight, belly fat, wellness. I want to, as much as I can, on this channel. So make sure you hit the subscribe button. You will not regret it. So let's dive right into it. I want to look at it from a perspective of the excuses that people give me as a coach. People will tell me different things why they cannot use African food in their wellness journey. But I disagree, because that's what I've used. I've eaten my African food the whole time, and I've lost weight continuously. It hasn't stopped. I'm still losing weight as we speak. So the first thing that people say is that I don't want to give up my African food. Well, you don't have to give it up. And when they say I don't want to give up my African food, 9 times out of 10, they're talking about fufu, F-U. So if you know what fufu is, you know what it is to an African, to somebody that grew up eating African food, because it's not only Africans that eat African food. There's so many other people that eat African and enjoy African, yummy African food. So you don't have to give up fufu. So you can use oatmeal flour, and you can also do cabbage swallow or vegetable swallow. There are ways to do that. Just type it on Google. There's somebody always there ready to help you with the different steps. As far as, there's also rice, African meal without rice, I don't know what it is. It's like in the center of our meal plan. So do you have to give up rice? No, you don't have to give up rice. But what you can do is use brown rice instead, or you can use more vegetables with a little bit, half a portion of the rice that you usually will eat. So add more vegetables to your rice, so that you're not totally giving it up. And that will help you. The vegetables will help you. The fiber will help with the belly fat. So another thing that people say is that the belly is not, I'm not losing my belly fat fast enough. Well, the thing that I can tell you, that you have to change your mentality. It's not about weight loss. It's about wellness. It's a journey. It's not going to happen in one day. It's not going to happen in 2 days. The belly, you start feeling the belly really light. And then as you do your exercises, as you do your crunches, as you follow your meal plans the way you're supposed to, you see that the belly will start to tighten, even with the African food. Another thing that people say is that they are hungry all the time. Because you're hungry all the time, the reason is you have to make sure, look at your meal. Are you having a balanced meal? Is it a balanced meal? Are you having your protein? There's chicken, there's fish, there's eggs, there's meats like liver that I know a lot of people don't like liver, but it's very nutritious. Organ meats are very nutritious. So you can include that also for your protein. And if you have carbohydrates, you don't have to just go carb free all the time. You can have your sweet potatoes, there's plantains, there's gari, especially Ijebu gari. The sour one is very good. I'll touch on that in another topic. There's cassava that you can eat, which is usually gluten free. So you can eat those, and that will take care of your carbohydrates. And then if you look at your fats, there's avocado, we have avocado. The nuts that we have, like tiger nuts, are good also. You just look at the portion control, the how much you're eating, but make sure that you're having a balanced meal. Each meal that you have is balanced. If it's not balanced, yes, you are going to feel hungry all the time, and you think that it's because you are not eating as much African food to lose your belly fat. Another thing is that people say the food is tasteless because it's not originally like the African food that they are used to, that it becomes tasteless. It's tasteless because you didn't use the African spices that we have. We have a lot of African spices, just so many green spices, fresh spices, dry spices that you can put in the food that will give the food some taste. You can also use smoked fish. You can, if you're in the States and you think smoked fish is very expensive, you can go to the stores and buy your fish and put in the oven on high, let it really dry out a little bit, and then put that in your soups and your vegetables, and it gives it good flavor and you enjoy it. The same, you enjoy your bitter leaf the same way. Make your bitter leaf with what do you call, with oatmeal flour, and make a fufu that way. That's a very healthy meal that you have just made. Another thing is that we think that if we add too much oil, if we add oil in the food, it will taste better. No, that's a conception. That's something that we grew up on. But you don't have to have, sometimes you don't even have to cook with oil. There are people that don't use oil to cook, they use water. And I've tasted some of that food. It actually tastes good because if you add those things like spices, the different spices, it actually makes the food taste really, really good. So you have to find a way to make the food taste good. And some people also say that I don't know how much I am eating, how much is my portion. I don't understand the portion control. Okay, so if you are eating in a big plate, change your plate to a small plate. If you are eating in a big bowl, change your plate in a big bowl. Okay, so in a small bowl. Change the size of your plates or your cups, and then you will know that you have reduced your portion sizes a little bit. So that's that should not be an excuse. And some people also say that there's too many parties everywhere. There's especially coming up graduation parties and weddings and all this, and there's always so much food. So what do? My advice to you is make sure that you eat before you go to the parties. Don't go to the party hungry. When you get there, look for a bottle of water. First, drink that water. When you drink that water, if it's time for food, then when you go to the buffet table, look for chicken, look for fish, look for vegetables, any vegetables. Stay away from the pastries until it's really bad that you really want it, but just kind of stay away from the pastries. But go for the fish and the chicken and the vegetables first, and the salads. Sometimes they have salads, and so go for those first. And you don't always have to taste the best. So like people will come up to you and say, have you tasted Auntie Sue's meat pie? And Auntie Sue brought that her special meat pie. Well, you don't always have to taste Auntie Sue's special meat pie every single time Auntie Sue brings it in the building. You can still say, no, I don't want it today, or you can take it home and eat it whenever you feel like it's better, when you can work that out, but don't make it a habit. So there's ways that you can go, but always keep a bottle of water around you because that helps a lot. Some people also have this excuse. They say, I don't know what to eat for breakfast if I want to eat my African meal, because we are used to dodo, we are used to puff puff and pap and things like that. No, you don't have to do all that. I mean, there's eggs that you can get, sweet peppers, different color sweet peppers, yellow, red, orange, colors of the rainbow. You can put in your eggs and make a good omelette in that way and eat it. Look for like brown wheat bread and enjoy your wheat bread and your eggs in that manner. That's a good breakfast. You can also have oatmeal. One thing, if you have to have sugar, you can put dates in it. You can put some fruits, a few fruits in it, like banana, or there's this sugar called monk fruit, MONK. You can get that from Amazon, and you can use it. It will help you. All these things will help you burn that belly fat and still stay within guidelines, so to speak, to enjoy your African food. You can always enjoy your African food and still burn that belly fat. All right. Some people say that they don't have time to exercise, because you have to, with all the food strategies, you also have to exercise. So some people say they don't have time, but if you're looking within your day, you have 20 minutes somewhere. So shift those 20 minutes sometime in the morning, because that's a better time to exercise. So exercise in the morning. There's no excuse. Try to do it at home. You don't have to go to the gym. Always get somebody that will remind you to do it. Do it about 20 minutes a day. Use your weights at home. If you don't have weights, make weights from rocks outside, put them in stockings. Just find ways to do it at home. Go to bed on time. When you go to bed on time, you have more time on your hands, and you can use it for exercise. Some people also say they will miss their drinking, they will miss their alcohol, they will miss their beer. Well, you can always swap. If you used to drinking 2 bottles of beer a week, then you can use, one will be water and one will be your beer. You can compromise that way. So beer should not be any excuse for you, because I know it's part of our culture. That's what we do as Africans. We drink beer. I don't drink beer, but that's part of our culture. So you don't have to do that. You can switch one on one. Okay. The last thing is that some people say that they can't stay motivated every day. It's hard to be motivated. Well, surround yourself with the right people. Surround yourself with people that have the same goals as you. If they have the same goals as you, if these are people that understand your journey, that you have shared your journey with, they'll be supportive of you. And if they're not supportive of you, you can move on to another group of people. So, life is, you're the CEO of your life. Hire and fire as you want. So if they're not supportive of you, if they're not motivating you every day, you can always go to another group of people that are motivational and are very positive every single day, and that will help you. So that is a wrap for this one. That is how to enjoy your African meal, and still your yummy African meal, and still lose belly fat, and still lose belly fat. So I hope this video has been helpful. Make sure you hit the subscribe button so that every single time that we come on, you get notified, and you get some knowledge, and you are impacted. This is Coach K signing off from Healthy Tips with Coach K from Shape My Body Fitness International. Mashfire.